Hello everybody and welcome to a modeling video. Now this is going to be the start of a little series that I'm planning on doing. Depending on if I feel like it, I may or may not continue the series, but we'll see. So this will be comprised of a couple of wagons. I'm not going to do this to every single wagon I buy or every single wagon that comes out and I buy. I'm just going to do it with a select few. So we're going to start off this quote-unquote episode with something that has come out recently, and that is the Rapido Gunpowder van. Now, I wasn't originally going to get these, but I did start a secret project, and if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what that secret project is. But for you guys on YouTube, that secret project will be revealed in a later video. So I ended up pre-ordering one, even though the deadline was a long time ago. Like, the order deadline was, I think, around September, I think. But I still managed to get one. So this particular Gunpowder van came from Colonel Model Rail Center, because I had originally planned to get one from Hatton's, because Hatton's became a Rapido stockist at some random point, I don't know when. But yeah, and then they sold out, I think. And then I went to Rails. They also sold out. Because I think Rails got theirs first, so that's probably why they sold out, and they probably had like the most pre-orders, I don't know. So yeah, the Rails of Sheffield, the ones at Rails of Sheffield, they sold out. So I had to go to Kerno, and Kerno had just got theirs, so I managed to pick one up. Now, we're going to discuss the RRP towards the end of the video. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, we're going to take a look at the box real quick, because it is a little bit different than Bachmann and Hornby and Dapol and all those other companies. So, first off, take a look at the product code. You can see we have Gunpowder van diagram Z for Great Western Grey, and then there's the number of the wagon. And funny enough, the label is actually printed on both sides. I've never seen that before in a ready-to-run manufacturer from literally anybody. So yeah, and then on the back you have this little Rapido's wonderful humor that is very well known over here in North America. So I'll let you guys read that. And then we'll take it out of the box. So be right back. So there's the Gunpowder van. Now, first thing I will talk about is these little detailing bits right here. I don't know if you can see them. Those are those showing up? Yeah. Okay. So these are wagon label clips, supposedly. That's what Rapido said on RM Web, which, by the way, is down as of recording this video. So I can't go and double check. So yeah. So there's the Gunpowder van, and where do I start with this? Well, I'll start by saying that this is an extremely well detailed wagon. It's probably one of the best wagons I have in my collection, and that's not saying much because I don't have that many, and most of my wagons are ex-Thomas stuff that is in dire need of replacing. So, apart from that, I love it. It's I'm at a loss for words for a wagon. So, Rapido have made UK outline stuff in the past, namely the APTE. I believe that's what it is. There's a lot of APTs. And the Sterling single, which I really hope they do another rerun of, and the J70 and the 16XX. However, those have all been commissioned. This is something that has been released under Rapido's own UK brand. So, we'll start off by showing you how free-rolling the wagon is. I've had to constantly try it and not let it roll off the table. So yeah, as you can see, the finish is really well. It's on par with Bachmann's finishing on their models. As you can see, it is really well done. And also well done is the amount of detail on this wagon. As you can see, all the rivets everywhere. And that's something Rapido actually have done. They've tooled up 3 or 4 different versions, or maybe 2. And some of those versions don't have rivets on the roofs, and especially rivets right here. See if you can see, look up above the GPV. Some of them don't have rivets there, and that's something Rapido have done. So you can see all the lettering is nice and crisp and clear, especially this big red cross. There is a notice board right there. I'm going to try and zoom in if I can. Just bear with me. If you can see that. Yeah, it's coming up. Okay. So yeah, it's really nicely well done. As well as I think that's a builder's plate down there. If you can get a closer look. Yeah, there's a builder's plate and the wagon's number. And while we're at the bottom, let's look underneath the wagon. Rapido didn't have to do this. They didn't have to put all this detail that you normally wouldn't see in real life. Because most other manufacturers wouldn't do that. They would just leave it blank. So Rapido should be commended here for actually going the extra mile. I did see Sam Strain's review of the Gunpowder van, and his had some problems, especially his Great Western one. His didn't roll very well. As you can see, mine's wheels are fine. They roll pretty well, except for that one, but that doesn't bother me that much. Another problem he had was the buffers. The buffers on his were loose. Mine are not. As you can see, they are not loose. So maybe his was just one-off. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really, really well detailed wagon, and I really look forward to all the other wagons that Rapido plan on doing. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about is the lack of sprung buffers. If you haven't seen that already, there are no sprung buffers on this wagon, and also no chain link couplings, which is a big shame. So that it doesn't justify the price of, I believe, 32 pounds is the RRP, and you can get these for 27, 28, 29 pounds from various retailers. Me personally, I have to agree with that. I think these could have been better had they could have justified the price for having sprung buffers and chain link couplings. Hopefully that's something Rapido will improve on in the future. They do have a tendency to actually listen to their customers, unlike a certain other company that they have recently gotten in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, hopefully Rapido will listen to customer feedback and implement sprung buffers and chain link couplings in the future for their future wagons. Not the wagons that they have recently been announcing, but some of the wagons after those, hopefully. So yeah, it's a really nicely detailed wagon. A lot of separately fitted stuff. I think these are called axle guards, I think. Those are actually separately fitted, and those are metal. I think this could have benefited from the entire chassis, the underneath as well, being made of die-cast instead of plastic. And this brake lever here, that is also separately fitted. There is, like I said, a lot of separately fitted detail. And there's even this lamp iron. I don't know if you can see the lamp iron right here. Can you guys see that? It's lamp iron right there. Yeah, that lamp iron is separately fitted. So now you've had a look at it in detail, let's see how it performs. Well, we've obviously seen that, considering it's been rolling off the table quite a lot, but we're going to take a better look at it and how it performs. So there is the Rapido Gunpowder van on my little bit of test track. I really don't feel like setting up my temporary layout, so this little bit of test track is going to have to do for now. So what we got here is one of the locomotives, one of my many locomotives. And those of you who remember my old cringy reviews might remember this guy. It is the Bachmann 56XX. So what better locomotive to haul the Great Western Gunpowder van than a proper Great Western engine. Now let's see how it couples, because the couplers on a lot of Hornby and Bachmann locomotives tend to be out of whack, because I don't think you guys over in the UK have like a set coupling height standard like we do over here in the States and I think everywhere else. So let's see how it couples. Oh, wrong way. As you can see, that is a good coupling. It is not drooping, it is right where it should be. And that's how it should be. Hornby. Dapol. So, now that's coupled, let's see how it rolls around. And now we've seen it roll on the table. So, what do I think of the Rapido Gunpowder van? Well, obviously I love it. It's a very nice addition to my growing non-Thomas rake of wagons. There are some things that could be better, especially lack of sprung buffers and screw-link couplings. Hopefully Rapido will listen to customer feedback like they usually have, and in future they will include sprung buffers and chain link couplings as features on their wagons. Because to me personally, that sort of doesn't justify the price of 32, I think £32, 95 or something like that. That's Bachmann pricing. That's about the price you would normally find Bachmann wagons at, especially the recent van wide wagon that they've just announced and released. I think that's like £38, and you don't even get sprung buffers. You don't even get chain link couplings, even though Bachmann said they would be doing that in the future. They would be supplying chain link couplings with some of their wagons. Oh well. So yeah, it doesn't justify the price. The price could be a little bit lower. I think £25. 25 pounds, I think that should be a good price, but I don't think it should be like Oxford Rail price, like 14 quid. Now Dapol do make a gunpowder van. However, that is old and very, very ancient, and the tooling is not very well, and it's not even accurate. So this one, the Rapido's gunpowder van, is a much better alternative. It is much more accurate. You get a lot more bang for your buck, essentially, if you buy the Rapido wagon. Because if you buy the Dapol wagon, it's I think the Dapol wagon's like £10, and that's what you get, a £10 cheap wagon. That, yeah, you get what you money you get your money's worth, basically. And especially with the Dapol gunpowder van, you get just that, a £10 wagon that is very cheap. However, this thing, despite its price, is a premium wagon in my opinion, and therefore you get what you pay for. Now, I will be doing another review like this. I'll be doing it with the Rails Iron Mink as well, and the Rapido's SECR 5 and 7 flight wagons once those both come in. I already have the Rails Iron Mink, so I'll be doing a review shortly after this one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like and comment down below if you want to, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.